are the team Eskinos presenting our application for the statement 1597. Without any further delays, let's jump into the first module, which is predictions. This is divided into two main parts, forecaster and predictor. What forecaster does is gets the historical data of a particular patient, runs it around data augmentation, and makes seamless prediction for the next 3 years using SRIMA, which brings us to the realm of deep learning. So what we have in the screen is a patient ID 2. We also have his historical data from 2010 to 2023 and also a graphical representation where the blue line represents the currently existing GFR values of this particular patient in the database and the orange line represents the forecasted values for the next 3 years. Based on these forecasted values, severity can also be classified, and for this particular patient, he is currently under high risk condition, which brings us to the next module called recommender. So what recommender does is takes the low risk patients key health indicator values and medication values, and based on that, the recommendations are being made for the high risk patient. Here we have an example of patient number 220, for whom which we have medicinal recommendations and also the primary controllable key health indicator values, including hemoglobin, total water intake, random blood sugar, and BMI. And when these recommendations are met correctly by the patient, the GFR can be improved drastically. Here we have the actual GFR is being 44 and the improved GFR is being 50.5. So now we move on to the next two modules, which comprises of newly including patients. The first one is being predictor. So what happens when it comes to predictor is a newly incoming patient comes to the hospital, takes the biometric test for the first time, and the values are being entered by the doctor in this particular page. And when we click on to predict, it predicts the GFR for the next 3 years, and also based on that, severity is being classified. Here we have this patient who will not fall into risk condition, and the model's accuracy being displayed as 92%. So next we move on to the module called suggester. So what suggester does is same. The test key metrics values are being entered by the doctor, and when we click on to get suggestions, the controllable health key indicator values are also recommended, and these medications are also recommended for the doctor to add up in his prescription. So the last we move on to the final module, which comprises of medicines being analyzed. So we have 518 medicines in the database, and these 518 is broadly classified into four main categories. So the main implication out of these four is this first one, medicines used in terms of GFR, low risk patients. So we have 12 medicines in this particular column. So what this column indicates is these 12 medicines are being taken by only low risk patients. So when the doctor is recommending medicines for the patients, he can directly look onto it and recommend one of these medicines to the high risk patient. Thank you.